Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. So I had an interesting question just this morning about section 4.2 of the REPC. It's a really good one. So it's the special assessments section. Probably not one you think about very often. But in that section, you have the option to check seller, buyer, or split between seller or buyer. And there is an other line for who will pay for assessments for capital improvements as approved by the homeowners association or as assessed by a municipality or special improvement district prior to the settlement deadline. So you're determining who will pay for these. And the question came up of what about something that's been assessed and approved, but the payments deferred to who knows when. Sometimes maybe even the work is deferred. So we're going to vote for an assessment for the clubhouse roof. And we won't begin work for 8 months, but we're going to start collecting, and we'll allow you to collect it, to disperse it monthly. So it's been assessed and approved, but it has not been collected and will not be collected, or will be collected over time, perhaps at a later date, perhaps prorated throughout a year. So what do you do? What do you do? Who pays for that? Let's say it's marked that seller's going to pay for it. Well, seller's leaving, seller's selling that property, moving on, and suddenly there's an assessment, and the REPC says they'll pay for it, but it's monthly payments for the next 18 months. And they're saying, well, maybe I'll pay this first one because we're under contract, but I'm not going to pay the next 17 months worth. Well, what does the document say? The document does not specify that's due, when it's due, that's due before settlement, before closing, before settlement deadline is what it officially says. So most attorneys I've talked to, in my opinion as well, is that if it's assessed and approved, then whoever's marked in there is agreeing to pay for it in its entirety, even if the amount maybe is spread out over a specific period of time. So be careful, look at that, pay attention. I don't know how many sellers really pay attention to what's marked in there, but this really illustrates the importance of knowing what your HOA is up to, knowing what's on the horizon, what's on their agenda, because if they do approve something prior to settlement, then these documents, this document, section 4.2 of the REPC, will indicate who's going to be on the hook for that. And it could be a significant amount. And so pay attention to that. Remember, this is not legal advice. This is simply legal information. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. If you like these videos, we have a whole library full of them, and check them out. If you have comments, if you have something you'd like us to talk about, or you want us to expound on this a little more, please let us know. Click the comments and leave them for us. And thanks for tuning in.